All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a few videos on Gen Z talking about the job market. My heart goes out for them. Let's take a look.
People say,
oh, Gen Z is so lazy, no one wants to work anymore. What is it with this generation?
bitch, I would work if I could fucking get a job. You try being Gen Z and try getting a job, see how long it takes you. My generation is entering the most cooked job market of all time. It's so bad that for the first time, the new grad unemployment rate is higher than the unemployment rate overall. Our jobs are all replaced by AI, reviewing resumes, the whole
Yeah, I remember when I was coming out in 09, 2010, it took me from January to October to find a job. And my very first job was a substitute teacher. And another thing here that this kid is saying, AI is the scourge for this generation, but really it's funny that these kids don't even know about jobs being overseas, offshored. There's jobs that are in Mexico, Brazil, India, Egypt, etc., that are being done by people where those jobs are supposed to be here, but they're overseas for pennies on the dollar, right? All because the company wants to save.
hiring process is replaced by AI. No one even looks at your fucking resume anymore. You don't even get rejected from jobs anymore. You just don't get a response. The job market is
I don't know, just companies want to save, but funny enough, they'll have record-breaking years, laying off tons and tons of people, and they're just hiring people in Mexico that the job should be done here. And to add insult to injury, depending on what the company is, that they'll have the people in the third world countries and they'll move them to the United States. I've seen that with my own two eyes.
so cooked that more than 50% of Gen Z has a side hustle just to stay financially afloat.
Yeah, all right, I feel you, kid. Let me see this one.
Market in 2026 is complete shit. I know of so many people out here that are trying to find work, including myself, and no one will hire us. AI is slowly but surely going to take over, and within the next couple of years, they're most likely going to 100% replace all of us. And it's like,
I don't know about the replacing, but I definitely think the AI is a huge bubble. I think a lot of people are memeing AI on what it can possibly do, not what it's actually doing. And it's funny that depending on some workflows, you have the AI to do the check that still requires a human to check if the AI did it correctly. Don't forget, as of today, AIs can hallucinate.
a lot of us kind of hit this point of not really seeing the point, because we know if we work a job, we're just going to be trapped in this endless cycle of pain and misery and poverty. A lot of us have kind of just gotten to a point where we're saying screw it, doing our own thing, trying to figure out other ways to make money, other ways to make income, hanging by a thread, and just trusting that the universe is somehow going to guide us through all of this.
Is that fair to those kids? Is that fair to the 20-year-old? I mean, and imagine if you're my age, right? What about our children? Generation Alpha or beyond, right? If this is Gen Z right after millennials and they're struggling like this, right? The millennials saw the rise of the internet and extreme offshoring because of the internet. And now Gen Z is seeing the scourge of AI and this whole meme about AI taking jobs. How do you work? How's this supposed to be done?
Because after you spend a majority of your time on Indeed, putting in job applications, going through all these interviews.
Well, that's your first problem. Indeed, it's not going to have professional work. I mean, if you're applying for, to be a secretary at a real estate company, that ain't it. You know what I mean?
Processes, and you never hear back from anybody, it just kind of makes you lose hope. And after you go through all these interviews and they offer you $14 an hour starting out, knowing it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this girl went to college or, did the trades or whatever, but let me tell you something. Like I said, if you're going to be applying to be the secretary of a real estate company or you're going to man the phones for some marketing agency and none of this requires degrees or anything like that, you're cooked. You're the walking dead. I mean, at that point, you might as well stop what you're doing and go into trade school and actually get a good career with some actual income coming in, because those type of non-skilled jobs, they're not going to pay. They're never going to pay, and the economy's only going to get worse. Yeah, you're right, $14 an hour, and you're not going to be able to live off that. All right, let's watch one more here real quick.
3 months, 313 job applications, 107 emails back, 2 interviews, and out of that, only 1 job offer. I see a lot of complaints that young people don't want to work anymore, or that young people are lazy. But the real truth of it is, how can I be lazy when it seems that no one wants to hire me? They told me to get a good career, I should go and get a degree. But now I'm being told that I'm overqualified for the jobs that I need in order to survive. I got rejected from McDonald's. I don't know if that says more about me or about them, but I'll take any wage over no wage, even if it isn't a fair wage. And for every new application, it goes something like this. Make a new account on a new site that you've never heard of, and probably never will again. Give them all of your information, your CV, your availability, and a bunch of bullshit answers to a bunch of bullshit multiple choice questions about why you want to work for a company that offers competitive pay and benefits, such as a pizza party every 6 months and the opportunity to kiss their ass on the way out. Also, please make sure that you write a specifically tailored cover letter for our company, but not too specific or wordy, just in case our algorithmic AI thinks you have no personality and that you just want this job out of desperation and money, even though we can't afford the time of day to look at the applications ourselves. The job search itself is feeling.
I'll tell you one thing. Again, I'm totally understand the kids right now, the 20-year-olds. It does suck. I totally agree. I can't say on the other side though, the times that I've had jobs open, let's pretend it's like for a software developer, I'd be having truckers with like trucking experience applying for those jobs. So it is a lot of noise. And when you say like, oh, well, they're never going to look at it yet, because just know, not only it's like AI and algorithms and stuff like that, but it's your fellow man applying to stuff that they should have no business applying to.
Like a longer shift than a 9 to 5. It's just as repetitive, soul-sucking, and I'm still sitting at a computer. The only difference is that I'm doing this for free. You do all of that every single day, and you don't hear back just one word.
Yeah, and I'll end it here. I mean, I can understand why boomers or elder millennials or whatever can think that. Well, I don't even think millennials should ever be saying this, but think that they're whiny and lazy and stuff like that. Because this last video kind of does sound like that. Well, I'm trying everything, but yeah, no, because it's real. It's real. I challenge any of you who think these kids are whining. Why don't you make a resume that looks like that your only experience is college. You just graduated business school, and apply out. See how that one goes. Because me personally, I can't even tell you. In the last 2 companies I was with, I can't even think of one purely entry-level job that it's some type of like young 20-year-old that they could have done that was here in the United States. Anyways, I will see you guys around. Let me know what you think.